Good morning. Nice to have you today, listener.
Great to be here.
You know, have you ever truly considered why some fathers, some parents, really, never get a second chance to say goodnight to their child?
That's a heavy thought to start with.
It is, and this morning, driving into the studio, I realized I was dangerously close to becoming one of them.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, welcome to Enchanted Life Inside.
Enchanted life inside. I like that.
Thanks. And look, this isn't our usual format, diving into lots of external sources today.
What?
Instead, well, I need to share something personal. My story. It's been my own deep dive, you could say, into what really counts.
A personal deep dive. Sometimes those are the most powerful.
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit of a confession, honestly, an awakening. And it all kind of crystallized in my home office, late nights, just the laptop glow.
We've all been there.
And hearing my little girl, Lily, she's 3, just breathing softly in the next room. And there was this one moment recently, a really critical, haunting moment that it shattered everything. My whole sense of complacency.
Your complacency. Okay, I'm listening. What happened?
Well, see, for years, I genuinely believed I was doing the right thing. Head down, working on...
Providing, building that future.
Exactly. Building a future, securing things for the family. But the days just blurred. Emails, deadlines, Zoom calls, endless.
The grind.
Yeah, the grind. And my office, it stopped feeling like a productive space and more like a bunker.
A fortress of distraction, you called it.
That's it, a fortress of distraction. The laptop humming became like the soundtrack to my life. And it was drowning out. Well, it was drowning out Lily. And then yesterday, bam, it all came crashing down. The memory is just, it's seared in my mind.
Okay.
Lily, total whirlwind, 3 years old. She bursts into the office, sneakers squeaking, holding this bright red ball she loves, and her eyes just full of that pure kid expectation looking up at me. And she says, "Dada, play with me, that sound, that plea."
Oh, I know that sound. That pure, simple request for connection.
Right. And my response, hard to even say it.
What did you do?
My eyes stayed on the screen. Habit, I guess. Fingers kept typing, just mechanical.
Still working.
Yeah. And I tossed the ball back, flicked it, didn't even really look.
Oh, man.
And I said, "Just 5 minutes, Lily." But I knew, even as I said it, it wasn't 5 minutes of me.
It was 5 minutes of half attention, distracted time.
Totally. Half-hearted. My mind was still tangled up in whatever email or project I was staring at. Physically there, sure, but mentally miles away.
That presenteeism thing you mentioned. Physically present, mentally absent.
That's exactly what it was. I was living it. And I didn't even fully realize how much it was defining my relationship with her.
Oh.
Until later that night.
Okay. What happened then?
Bedtime. Bath, stories, the usual routine. Tucked her in. Whispered, "Daddy, love you. Sleep well, my baby." Turned to leave. Probably think about getting back to the laptop if I'm honest.
Right. The pull is strong.
It is. But then her voice, small, and not just sleepy, but scared. There was this new edge to it.
Scared? What did she say?
She said, "Daddy, no working anymore. Sleep with me, please."
Wow. No working anymore.
Out of the mouths of babes, huh?
Exactly. It wasn't a whine, not a tantrum. It was just this raw, vulnerable plea for me. Undivided me. And I crumbled. Sat on her bed.
That must have hit hard.
Like a physical blow. That phrase, "no working anymore," just echoed, and the truth slammed into me. That damn laptop is getting more of me. More of the real me than she was.
The realization.
And the irony was just suffocating. Here I am, killing myself, supposedly for her future.
But missing her present entirely.
Exactly. Building a future without her, in the moments that actually mattered. The guilt was intense. Kept me up all night, just replaying her voice. "Sleep with me, please." Yeah, that's a wake-up call you can't ignore.
Couldn't ignore it. It demanded.
Yeah.
Something had to change. Radically.
So what did you do? Where did you go from that realization?
Well, oddly enough, my mind went to Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Okay, how does he fit in?
It sounds strange, maybe, but a story about him I'd read years ago just resurfaced. One of those quiet stories, not the usual celebrity stuff.
Right, he seems to have this quiet depth about him.
Exactly. And I suddenly felt this immense respect, this gratitude for the example he set without even knowing it. His story, his presence, it suddenly felt incredibly relevant.
What part of his story?
his losses,
Hmm.
the unimaginable stuff. I remember reading about the stillbirth of his daughter with Jennifer Syme back in '99.
Oh, yeah. That was just heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking, picturing them, the nursery ready, all those hopes.
All the dreams tied up in that.
And then, barely 18 months later, Jennifer herself dies in that car accident.
Just compounded tragedy. Unthinkable.
It's total loss, isn't it? Daughter, love, the very chance to be that father, gone. Not because he was distracted, but just fate. Cruel fate.
And that perspective shifted things for you.
Massively. Lying awake, thinking about Lily's plea, Kiana's story wasn't just sad trivia anymore. It was this profound lesson. He lost it all.
And how he carried himself after that.
That's the thing. Everything I'd read, the sense you get from him. It's this deep gentleness he chose. Like silence over spectacle, humility over hype.
Yeah, you definitely get that sense. Not flashy.
Not flashy at all. And it wasn't like he retreated. He just engaged with the world differently. With this understanding, this quiet wisdom born from knowing what it's like to lose the chance to be present forever.
That connection wasn't just theoretical for him. He lived the absence.
He lived it. His kindness, the way he is with people, it's not an act. It feels like someone who truly values every single moment, every connection, because he knows how fragile it all is.
So seeing his story through the lens of your own guilt,
It led to this incredibly painful, but also grateful thought.
which was,
I'm luckier than Piani.
wow.
I still have Lily. I still hear her voice asking me to play, asking me to stay. I still have the chance to say yes. The chance he never got back.
That contrast, it's stark.
Incredibly stark. And it didn't just make me feel guilty anymore. It lit a fire under me, a determination. I have this second chance. I have to take it. I owe it to Lily. I almost felt like I owed it to the memory of what he lost, too, in a weird way. To not squander what I still had.
That's a powerful motivator, turning that guilt and that borrowed perspective into action.
Yeah. And it led me to this insight, something I started calling the scarcity no one talks about.
Okay. Scarcity. Not money, not time in the usual sense.
Not money, not status, not even time exactly, but childhood itself.
Yeah.
A child's childhood. That's the resource.
Yes.
The most limited, precious resource we will ever encounter.
Finite. And it disappears right before our eyes.
Exactly. And we take it for granted thinking there's always more, but there isn't. It's slipping away constantly.
So true. You blink, and they're suddenly teenagers.
Right. And I came across this calculation. I call it the brutal math.
Brutal math. Sounds ominous.
It kind of is. Think about it. If your child asks to play for just 10 minutes a day,
Yeah.
right? Until they're, say, 10 years old.
Okay, 10 minutes a day till age 10.
That works out to roughly 6,090 moments.
6,000. Wow, okay. That sounds like a lot, but also not that much when you frame it like that.
That's the thing. 6,000 chances to connect, to just be
Yeah.
there. And then the brutal part. How many of those do we miss? How many get lost to the phone, the email, the just one more thing?
Oof. Yeah, when you quantify it,
Mhm.
it's sobering. Each missed yes is one of those 6,000 moments gone forever.
Gone forever. It forces you to confront the tiny choices. If you knew you only had that many poker chips, would you gamble them away so easily on distractions?
And absolutely not. You'd guard each one.
And yet, we do it every day. We fall into that trap, that, what did the psychologist call it? The illusion of tomorrow.
Right. I'll make it up later. Things will calm down next week. Just got to get through this project.
Always pushing it off, discounting the future impact, believing we'll have more time later when actually the window is closing. But what if later never really comes in the way we imagine?
Or what if the connection isn't as strong later because the foundation wasn't built now?
Exactly. That possibility started haunting me. The urgency just ramped up.
So the realization about the laptop getting more of you, the Keanu perspective, the brutal math, it all coalesced.
It did. And it hit me. My whole belief about working late, building a future for Lily, it was flawed. Deeply flawed.
How so?
I realized I might actually be building a future without her, missing the present moments that actually forge the bond, that create the S that future is supposed to be for.
The relationship itself becomes the casualty of building the infrastructure for the relationship.
Perfectly put. The logic became undeniable, irrefutable. A future with her needs a present with her. You can't outsource connection building. It requires, well, presence now.
Which demands change, real change.
Radical change. which led me to the turning point.
Okay, so what did this radical change look like? Sitting on the edge of her bed, guilt-ridden, knowing you had to do something different. What was the first step?
Well, first, the decision itself felt huge. I'm 42. No special savings buffer, no unique skills outside my job. It felt reckless, honestly.
Jumping without a net, almost.
Kind of. But the why was so strong, the how almost didn't matter. Love and determination just sort of bulldozed the practicality concerns.
Sometimes that's what it takes, that absolute conviction.
Yeah. So concrete steps. First things first, the distractions had to go. Surgically removed.
Like what?
All social media apps. Deleted. Gone from the phone.
Wow, cold turkey. That's tough for a lot of people.
That was jarring. Almost physically painful at first, breaking that habit.
Yeah.
But also instantly freeing. Then canceled unused streaming stuff, news alerts, anything that constantly pulled my attention away.
Clearing the decks. Reclaiming mental space, not just time.
Exactly. Creating an environment where presence had a fighting chance. But the core strategy, the real game changer for me, I call it keep take 5 foot, the 5-minute rule.
The 5-minute rule. Okay, tell me about that.
It's simple, really, but powerful. I adapted it from mindfulness stuff. I started reading positive psychology. Every single day, I commit to 5 minutes of complete presence with Lily.
Complete meaning.
No phone, no laptop, no multitasking, no thinking about work, just eye contact, shared breath, pure, unadulterated presence. Getting down on her level, really seeing her, really listening.
5 minutes. That sounds manageable, even on the busiest day.
That's the key. It's achievable. It lowers the barrier. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by needing to change everything, it's just 5 minutes. But the quality of that attention, it is everything. I started thinking of those 5 minutes as my most precious currency.
Reframing value, concentrated attention being more valuable than hours of distracted time.
Precisely. It's a small habit, but it compounds. It trains the presence muscle.
I like that. Presence muscle needs exercising.
It really does. And then I did something even more unconventional. About 3 months ago.
Oh, what now?
I bought a dash cam.
A dash cam. For the car, for security, or catching meteors.
Huh. No, nothing like that. I bought it as a lifeline. A tool for accountability. For memory.
A lifeline. How does that work?
I started to record our daily drives to preschool.
Record the drives. Why?
It sounds weird, I know. But it wasn't about making content or going viral. It was a commitment device. Turning it on each morning became a physical reminder. Pay attention. These moments matter. Capture them.
So the act of recording shifted your focus during the drive itself.
Completely. It turned a mundane chore, the school run, into this sacred space almost.
Oh.
I started actively looking for the ordinary magic I used to miss.
Ordinary magic. I love that phrase. What kind of thing?
Oh, you know. The way the sunlight catches her hair,
Mm-hmm.
her little made-up songs sung completely off-key but with total joy.
Yeah.
Her questions. Kids ask the most profound questions, don't they?
They really do. They cut right through the noise. Any specific moments stand out from those recordings?
Yeah, one morning, just a few weeks back, we're driving, and she points out the window. Ba, she says, that's Daddy in Vietnamese. Clouds are like pillows for the sky, right?
Ah, sky pillows. That's adorable.
Isn't it? And honestly, the old me, I might have just grunted, kept my eyes on the road, mind already at the office.
Yeah, easy to just give a quick
So easy. But this time, because the camera was rolling, because I'd made that commitment, I turned the camera to her. But more importantly, I turned my attention to her.
You really listened.
I really listened, asked her about her theory, watched her explain it, hands waving. That moment, turning the camera, turning my focus. It felt like such a huge shift. It wasn't just being physically there. It was being engaged with her world.
Letting her lead you into her imagination.
Exactly. And these videos, you know, they're nothing fancy.
No special effect.
No fancy editing. No trending music. Just truth. Raw moments. And for the first time in, I don't know how long, I felt like I was doing something that truly mattered. Not just important work stuff, but soul level important.
Redefining what mattered actually means for you.
Completely. And posting some of them, sharing them, it feels like making a promise.
A promise. To who?
To myself, first. To stay present. To Lily, that I see her. And honestly, to any other parent out there who feels that same ache, that same struggle with distraction,
Yeah.
it's like saying, I see you. I've been there. You're not alone.
Building a community around shared vulnerability and trying to do better.
Yeah. And it is hard. It takes learning, messing up, trying again, perseverance, building faith in this different way of being. But man, is it rewarding.
It sounds like it. So all this experience, the dash cam, the 5-minute rule, it's led you to some core conclusions, some irrefutable logic, as you put it.
Yeah, absolutely. The main one, the one that underpins everything now, is crystal clear to me.
Wishes.
We don't lose our children to time. Time passes, sure. But we lose them to distraction.
That's a crucial distinction. Time is the river. Distraction is the leak in the boat.
That's a great way to put it. Time is constant, but distraction, that's a variable. That's something we can actually influence, control.
So the power shifts back to us. It's not about fighting time. It's about managing attention.
Exactly. It empowers you to take responsibility. And it leads to the next piece of logic.
Yeah.
What do kids really need?
Not the fancy resume or the overflowing trust fund, I'm guessing.
Nope. I mean, those things aren't bad, but they aren't the core need. What they need, fundamentally, is our presence and our stories. They need us to just be here.
Not perfect parents, just present parents.
Just present, showing up, being available emotionally, mentally. That's the foundation. That feeling of being seen, heard, valued. That's what builds security, way more than material things.
And you mentioned finding a compass in all this.
Yes. This was maybe the most profound secret I stumbled upon. Your child's voice is your compass.
Their voice guiding you.
When Lily or any child asks you to play, asks for your attention, asks you to stay, they're not just asking for 5 minutes of your time.
What are they asking for?
They're inviting you into their world.
Yeah.
A world where, frankly, time doesn't really exist in the same way, where distractions fade away, and where, for that moment, you are the hero. You're the center of their universe.
That reframes it completely. It's not an interruption of your important adult stuff.
It's an invitation to something far more valuable. They're literally pointing the way back to what matters, away from the noise, towards connection. You just have to listen to the compass.
Wow. Okay. So the provocative question you mentioned earlier.
It's this. What would happen if you treated your child's voice, that invitation, like the rarest, most valuable sound on earth?
Because it kind of is, isn't it? Especially when you think about that finite window of childhood.
It truly, truly is. And realizing that changes everything. Which brings me sort of to the end point, the takeaway from all this self-reflection.
Okay, let's hear it.
Every single time we say, just 5 more minutes on the laptop, or in a minute when they ask for us, it's a gamble with eternity in a way, a gamble with one of those precious limited moments.
You're betting that moment against whatever distraction holds you, and you might lose more than you realize.
Exactly. So the urgency is real. Act now. Be present now.
So the direct challenge to everyone listening is?
Tonight. When your child asks you to stay, maybe just for a little longer, don't say, in a minute. Try saying, I'm here.
Simple words, but a huge shift in intention.
Huge. And then follow through. Put the phone down, close the laptop lid, sit on the floor, let them lead. Let them share their world, their sky pillows, whatever it is. Just be there.
Soak it in.
Soak it in. Because, and this is the hard truth, one day that little voice will stop asking. The invitations will become less frequent or stop altogether.
And the silence will be deafening.
You'll ache to hear it again. I know I would have if I hadn't woken up. Makes you think about legacy differently, too.
How so? Not just about what you leave behind financially.
No. Legacy isn't just what you leave behind. It's maybe more about what you give while you're still here. The presence, the stories, the connection. That's the real inheritance.
The moments you shared, the feeling of being truly seen by you, that's the legacy that lasts in their hearts.
I believe so. Deeply. So. Yeah. That's my story, my deep dive.
That was incredibly powerful. Thank you for sharing that so openly. I think that's going to resonate with a lot of people listening.
I hope so. And if it did resonate with you, listener, I really invite you to join this journey we're on. Remember to follow the channel, Enchanted Life Inside. We're trying to capture more of these insights, these ordinary moments that actually make life pretty extraordinary when you pay attention.
Yeah, definitely follow along. And we genuinely want to hear from you too.
Absolutely. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, your stories, your struggles, your insights. It all helps us learn and improve. And honestly, it helps build that sense of community, knowing we're not alone in this.
That feedback loop. is vital.
He really is.
Sure.
So thank you for listening today. I look forward to seeing you again soon, exploring more of these ordinary things that happen every day but are, well, very much worth thinking about.
Agreed. Until next time.
Oh, and one last thing. Remember to check out our podcast playlist. We delve into some related topics in more detail there. You'll find the link in the video description below.
Good reminder. Lots more to explore there.
Definitely. Okay, thanks again, everyone. See you next time.